Welcome to another Flip Class with Mr. Wilson. We are now in our second installment, The Truth Behind Food Labels, Part 2, Good Food and Bad Food. Before we get into the new segment, I want to review some things from the last video, which were 4 truths behind food labels, but I'm also going to add another one today. The first one was don't be fooled by the big letters on the front of the package. Obviously, if we see a package that says fruit punch, it doesn't mean it necessarily consists of fruits. So you need to be ready to read the ingredients list and check for these things. As you can see here, this product is made up of much more than fruits. Okay. Number 2, the first ingredient is always the biggest. In this product right here, we see that it is mostly consists of sugar. Now, let's not get it twisted. If a product has a first ingredient that seems healthy or is healthy, that does not necessarily mean the product you're eating is healthy, okay? Many times, products will have a healthy food as the first ingredient, but then the rest of the list will be unhealthy or words that you cannot pronounce, okay? And that always tips us off that it's most likely an unhealthy product. Number 3, avoid partially hydrogenated oil, high fructose corn syrup, and artificial flavors. As seen here, you can underline as partially hydrogenated oils. Take about 10 seconds to see if you can find where artificial flavors and high fructose corn syrup are in this ingredients list. Next, we want to avoid long ingredients list. Many times a long ingredients list can tip us off that it might be an unhealthy food choice. Okay, right here we have a prime example. We have natural peanut butter, which equals peanuts, and we see the ingredients list. If you can see it right there, organic dry roasted peanuts. Very simple, limited ingredients. Next, we have a major brand, and in that major brand of peanut butter, we have peanuts, peanut oil, corn syrup, hydrogenated oils, salt, sugars, etc. Okay, so please make sure that you are reading the ingredients list and seeing if it's matching up with the label. Last but not least, fiber is your friend. As you can see from this picture below, it is representative of a diagram that I showed you about a week and a half ago concerning the whole grain kernel. This is the whole grain kernel. Okay, this is the whole grain kernel without the bran or without the germ, being left with just the endosperm, being left naked. Okay, some good things to know: the difference between whole wheat flour and wheat flour. Okay, whole wheat flour still has the bran and the germ. The wheat flour does not, and because of that, it needs to be enriched. And if you forgot what it means for a product to be enriched, please look back in your notes from last week. All right, also some important things to know when we're dealing with fiber, understanding that fiber is our friend, but understanding that when you're looking under total carbohydrates, okay, right underneath you usually see a line that says dietary fibers. You want to make sure you have at least 2 grams of dietary fibers per 100 calories. Okay, 2 dietary grams of fiber, okay, every 100 calories. So here we see this product is 140 calories, but it only has 1 gram of dietary fiber, which tips us off that this is not a healthy product. On to some new things, diving deeper, okay, beyond the ingredients list. 3 things that we want to look out for when we're looking at a nutrition label. First things first, look for low levels of the first nutrients that are listed, okay? So the first nutrients that are listed are things like total fat, okay, cholesterol, and sodium, okay? The first nutrients that are listed on the nutrients that you want, the first nutrients that are listed on the nutrition label are things that you want to make sure are 5% or lower, okay? 5% or lower in the daily value percentage. Second, you want to look for high levels of the latter nutrients. High levels of the latter nutrients consist of vitamins, vitamin C, calcium, iron, etc. And one thing that's going to help us to decide out of the top nutrients and the bottom nutrients what's healthy is the 5-20 rule, okay? And the basic understanding of the 5-20 rule is 5% or lower is a lower amount, and 20% or higher is a higher amount, okay? And you want to make sure that For the upper nutrients, the total fat, the cholesterol, the sodium, you want to make sure that those nutrients are 5% or lower. And things like vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, etc., that those are 20% or higher. Okay? And that's what you're looking for. Right now, we have a great diagram that gives you a heads up on what you're looking for. When we're dealing with the 5-20 rule, we see that we have the nutrients that are at the top. We want to limit these nutrients to 5% or lower. Total fat, cholesterol, sodium, etc. And then we want to make sure we're getting enough of the latter nutrients, or the nutrients that are a little bit lower in the nutrition facts label. And those are labeled in blue. And we want those to be 20% or higher. And we want to make sure that we have at least 2 grams of dietary fiber per 100 calories. All right. So this is the second part to the truth behind food labels. The side 2 of your homework, you do not need to watch this flip class. Okay. There is a Doritos nutrition label on your homework, and you will use that to complete the last portion of your homework assignment. I'll see you all tomorrow in school, and we will go over this homework assignment on Friday.